I still remember during COVID lockdown, when liquor shops were reopened, people literally rushed to the shops and there were long queues outside liquor shops all over the country. In fact, when I look around, I find many new liquor shops and they are always crowded. So alcohol consumption in India is increasing at a fast rate due to rising disposable income and growing urban population. Moreover, please note that alcohol sector generates huge revenues for state governments. Clearly, it's a sunrise sector. Hey everyone, my name is Sahil and this is my Perseverance Academy. Consumption is one of the biggest themes in India. Now within consumption theme, we have seen many multibaggers in FMCG segment. But this time, we will discuss the fast growing alcohol industry of India. Last time I discussed about Radico Khaitan during February 2021 and included it in my small cap superstar list and it generated great return. This time I have one more company that is looking very promising. Company name is Globus Spirit. It's just a 3,600 crore odd company, so essentially a small cap player, and looks like it is going through a major transformation that makes it a potential multi-bagger candidate. So as usual, we'll discuss its business model, leadership, future prospect, key strength, risk, and finally its valuation and shareholding pattern. But before that, a disclaimer that I am not a SEBI registered advisor. Kindly do your own research before investing your money. Alright, let's get started. Established in 1993, Globus Spirit is one of the leading producers of alcohol with presence across the alcohol value chain. And when I say value chain, it's important to understand the Indian spirit market that is bifurcated into two parts based on target audience, product characteristics, and distribution network. First is IMIL, that is Indian made Indian liquor, and second is IMFL, that is Indian made foreign liquor. Globus Spirit has its presence in both the segment. Now let's first try to understand the key difference between your IMIL and IMFL segment so that you understand the spirit market in India. So as you can see on the screen, first parameter is consumer segment. IMIL consumer include your socio-economic section D that comprises around 40% of population excluding people below poverty line. Then IMFL caters to more affluent section of society that include SEC C and upward. In terms of growth, the growth for IMIL segment is around 11% CAGR and IMFL segment has higher growth with increasing affluent section and surrounds 14% CAGR. If you look at taste preference, IMIL is local fruit flavor dominated market which varies with states. And in IMFL, North India prefer whiskey, East India prefer rum and South India prefer brandy and rum. In terms of excise control, IMIL is highly regulated but has lower excise duty of 15 rupee per proof liter, whereas IMFL is less regulated but has higher excise duty of minimum 40 rupee per proof liter. In terms of alcohol content, IMIL alcohol content is 30% with less purity. But now it's trending towards ENA, that is extra neutral alcohol. Then IMFL has around 42.8% alcohol content and has higher purity of 96%. Then in terms of price point, IMIL price is between 30 to 40 rupee per nip, which is the smallest size. And IMFL starts with 80 to 100 rupee per nip for economy brand. So you can see that there is a high difference in price point. Finally, in terms of brand loyalty, in IMIL brand loyalty is low as consumer are price sensitive, although it's now changing due to increasing brand consciousness. In IMFL, brand loyalty is higher. So I hope you got a clear picture in terms of difference between IMIL and IMFL. If I ask you, where do you see more potential? Well, both segments have good growth potential, but IMFL has much bigger growth potential. Moreover, the price point in IMFL are also much higher, which means better margins for the company. And there is brand loyalty. However, the challenge is that to grow IMFL business, you need to build brands and it is not a cakewalk to create brand in this segment, which is extremely competitive with players like United Spirit, that is an undisputed leader in IMFL segment with brands like your Black Label, then McDowell, Black Dog, then Signature, Smirnoff, and your Captain Morgan, etc. And that's where Globus Spirit is planning to capture this ever-growing IMFL category. We will discuss the growth prospects shortly, but for now, please be very clear with their business model. So Globus Spirit business is divided into two major segments, manufacturing business and consumer business. Manufacturing business include three sub-segments. First is bulk alcohol manufacturing, then second is franchisee IMFL, and third is byproduct. Bulk alcohol manufacturing is basically the backbone of company's integrated model. This segment produces bulk alcohol which is further processed to get high quality alcohol for consumer business. Then within franchisee model, Globus Spirit manufacture alcohol for top companies like United Spirit, ABD India for their flagship products. And the best part is that company has zero discharge and waste. It means even the byproducts are used to manufacture animal feed, supplements, and then your sanitizer, etc. So their byproduct also contribute in the top line. Then consumer business consists of alcohol for two segments. First is value and value plus segment that caters to people in SEC D and below, which is a socio-economic classification. And nearly 40% population fall into this category. So the market size is huge. And second segment is premium that caters to affluent section of the society. In FY23, company generated revenue of 2,106 crore, out of which 1,360 crore is from manufacturing segment and consumer business contributed 746 crore. So nearly 65% of business of company come from manufacturing and remaining 35% from consumer segment. Within manufacturing, bulk alcohol has highest contribution with 80% revenue and remaining is from franchisee and byproduct. Then within consumer segment, IMIL has the largest contribution of nearly 95% and remaining 5% is from IMFL. So currently IMFL segment is very small, but the key point here is the growth. IMFL segment contributed 37 crore in FY23 against 4.7 crore in FY22. So this segment has grown by 696%. Basically, Globus Spirit was mainly into IMIL, but it has now forayed into IMFL, which is a high margin business. And going forward, company's first milestone is to increase IMFL contribution from 5% to levels of 20%. If you look at their product portfolio within consumer segment, value segment include names like Goomer, which is available in Rajasthan, then Heer Ranja, then Globus Special Series available in various flavors and few more. Within premium spirit, it includes GR at times, positioned at an accessible price point and available in whiskey, rum and vodka, then Rajputana in rum, then Globus Spirit Dry Gin, then Governor's Reserve Red and Governor's Reserve Blue, then Lafayette Napoleon in brandy, then it has craft spirit that include Terai India Dry Gin. I hope you got the picture of their business. By the way, have you tried their IMFL products? If yes, please share your feedback in the comments. Company has manufacturing facility in Rajasthan, West Bengal, Haryana, Bihar and Jharkhand. Currently, its key market include Rajasthan, where it has 32% market share in value and value plus segment. Then Haryana, West Bengal. And there is some presence in Bihar, Jharkhand, then Karnataka and Telangana. Okay, before we proceed further, we have a partner for this video. It's M-Stock from Mirai Asset. Recently, there was some concern around quarterly operating charges of 99 rupee from M-Stock. So let me clarify that M-Stock has removed these quarterly charges for those who have opted for lifetime free AMC charges. M-Stock offers unlimited trading and investment at zero brokerage. You just need to pay a one-time fee of $9.99 and it includes free intraday, free delivery, free FNO, free mutual fund, basically everything free. If you want to try their platform for free, there is 149 plan which is currently free for limited period that include brokerage of 20 rupee applicable on intraday, FNO and currency. And if you open a Demat account with M-Stock, you just need to pay a one-time amount of $9.99 and your Demat maintenance would be free for life. So you pay a total of $19.98 and all your trading and investment is free and your Demat maintenance is free for life. Please note that you also have an option to opt for quarterly payment of AMC maintenance for 120 rupee per quarter. In this case, you have to pay additional 99 rupee per quarter as operating charges. However, if you opt for unlimited free AMC for $9.99, you don't have to pay operating charges. M-Stock is a part of Global Mirai Asset Group and it brings 25 years of legacy and experience of 15 countries. Since its launch, M-Stock has over 2.5 lakh paid account with turnover of 1.4 lakh crore plus, then 12 crore plus trades and people have saved 72 crore rupees in brokerage in last 3 months and 260 plus crores of MTF is booked. M-Stock also offer e-margin facility with interest rate starting with 6.99%. So if you want to explore M-Stock, I have provided the link in the description box. Now if you look at company's leadership, Mr. Ajay Kumar Swaroop is the MD of the company. He did his MBA from IIM in 1981 and joined family business that was mainly into sugar, edible oil and alcohol. Later he established Globus Spirit in 1993. Under his leadership, Globus Spirit has grown from a small family business to a professionally run national brand. His son Mr. Shekhar Swaroop is the joint MD of the company. After studying marketing and finance at University of Bradford in UK in 2007, he joined the family business. Now he's the person leading Globus Spirit in its next set of growth journey. Globus Spirit has a very strong and experienced leadership, including Paramjit Singh Gill as CEO of Consumer Division. He has over 30 years of experience, and before Globus, he served as President and CEO at ABD and then President of All India Operation at Diageo India. So Diageo India is the parent company of United Spirit. So Paramjit Gill has a required expertise and competence to grow the consumer division with key focus on IMFL segment. Now if you look at company's financials, its revenues have grown from 496 crore in 2014 to 586, 707, 774, 853, 985, 1161, 1224, 1579, then 2109. That's 4 times growth in 8 years. Interestingly, company's margins have been volatile. It fell down from 14% to 9, then 8, then increased to 10, again fell down to 7, 8, then increased to 21, but again fell down in 2023 to 12%. Although management has guided for around 15% margin in H1 of FY24. This volatility in margin is due to dependency on raw material. But overall, company's operating profits have grown from 45 crore to 70, then 94, 133, 255, 324, and latest at 246 crore. So again, the operating profit growth is great but volatile. In last 5 years, company's net profits have jumped from 7 crore to 31, then 59, 144, 187, and in 2023, profits stood at 122 crore. Company's ROC was in single digit till 2018, but it improved significantly during 2021 and 2022. However, with fall in margin, its ROC fell down to 19%. Company has debt to equity of 0.33, which is well under control. In terms of cash flow, its operating cash flow has increased consistently over the years, but it fell down in 2023. So overall, the growth has been great. Profitability has improved over the years. Debt is under control and cash from operations have improved over time. Only drawback is volatile margin that impacts the EBITDA and net profit. Now, if you look at the future growth prospects, the liquor consumption in India is growing at a very fast rate. We are a country with 140 crore people with 50% population below age of 25 and 65% population below 35. That's huge. And two biggest trends that fuel this growth in spirit sector in India are rising urbanization and increasing disposable income. And one big trend in alcohol industry is premiumization. The premium IMFL market at present is still dominated by strong national brands at low price point. This over 300 million cases market is undergoing a transformation with newer entrants challenging the traditional label, especially in the higher price point. The aspirational Indian population prefer premium alcohol brands and are willing to pay higher price. Hence, there are high potential niche opportunities that are emerging in this space. And this is one trend that we all can witness around us. I mean, if I give you my example, in my area, years ago, there were small shops selling Desi Daru, but today they have all upgraded into premium stores selling premium liquor. So I have no doubt about the growth potential of liquor industry. In fact, even the government has special interest in this sector as it contributes a lot in their revenue. For instance, during COVID lockdown, alcohol was not deemed essential. However, as the number of days spent in the lockdown increased, the economy and tax collection suffered. Eventually, liquor stores were reopened, and I remember there was one news that on the second day after opening, Karnataka reported a highest ever single day liquor totaling around 197 crore rupee. So one thing is for sure, liquor consumption in India is only going to increase and premiumization is the biggest trend in this sector. Now this trend is not only limited in IMFL segment. Even in IMIL segment, people are looking for better quality alcohol. Moreover, there have been many instances in the country where people died by drinking poisonous alcohol. So even the government is very strict with regulating this lower end alcohol segment. So this premiumization trend would be in both IMIL segment, where people would move from value to value plus segment, and IMFL segment, where there is even higher growth potential. Now, Globus Spirit is a significant player in the manufacturing space with decades of experience and leadership. But the company is now looking to expand into consumer brands. So the idea is to continue to focus on the manufacturing side of the business that has good cash flow and to use that to invest in building profitable alcohol brands in India. To achieve its goal, company has identified 4 pillars of growth. First is fueling manufacturing business that will eventually lead to growth in consumer division. So Globus Spirit is a significant player in bulk spirit manufacturing space with decades of experience in leadership. In this segment, Indian government has big target of 20% ethanol blending with petrol diesel that has shifted from 2030 to 2025. and this has created a new line of organic growth for the company. To capture this opportunity and to expand its consumer business footprint in newer state, they are expanding their capacity. Eventually, the cash generated will be reinvested in the consumer side, which is more profitable side of the business. Then second pillar is improving product mix. The vision of management in consumer segment is to offer value for money products that offer unique value proposition of good quality product at reasonable price. This push to move the consumer towards value plus segment allows them to have better flavors at slightly higher price range compared to product in the value segment and help consumer move up the value chain. Then third pillar is focused cost optimization. Over the past 3 years, company has proactively taken initiatives to keep cost under control and improve profitability. Company already has zero waste model where the byproducts also contribute to the top line. Now the reason why consumer business is important because it allows the company to pass on the rising input cost to the consumer as and when required. And fourth pillar is building brands. Over the past 3 years, company has focused on creating strong brands to not only differentiate the product offering, but also help create a strong business moat in a crowded marketplace. For instance, recently Globus Spirit has launched multiple products in premium segment, including Mountain Oak Whiskey that was launched in Q4 of FY23 in West Bengal, Snosky Vodka that was launched in April 23 in UP, and it's expanding its premium segment in Haryana and Punjab. Moreover, there are more upcoming launches, including premium rum in Q2 of FY24, single malt whiskey this year, and new variant of craft gin under development. On the capex side, Global Spirit is on a huge capex spree. For instance, in Q4 of FY22, they commissioned a plant in West Bengal with capacity of 140 kiloliter per day. So it's been operational since last 1 year. In Q2 of FY23, they commenced operation in Jharkhand with 140 kiloliter per day capacity. So it's been 6 months since this is operational. Please note that by end of FY23, the total installed capacity was 765 kiloliter per day. Then they are about to complete 3 projects in Q1 of FY24. One in West Bengal with capacity of 60 KLPD, Jharkhand with again 60 KLPD capacity, and Bihar with 19 KLPD capacity. And they have plans to commission a greenfield plant in Orissa with capacity of 200 KLPD in Q3 of FY24. Then again a new plant is planned in UP with capacity of 200 KLPD for which approvals are in process. The total capex for Greenfield Orissa project is 160 crore. Out of this, 120 crore is from debt at 4% interest and balance is from internal accrual. So in the near future, Globus Spirit is adding another 70% capacity that will boost its revenue and profit significantly. Now let us look at the key risk. So the first risk is strong competition in your consumer segment. Within IMFL segment, United Spirit is an undisputed leader, and that's the reason it commands a market cap of around 65,000 crore with a PE ratio of 67. And within beer segment, United Breweries with its brand Kingfisher is undisputed leader that has a market cap of 40,000 crore and commands a PE of 117. Both these players have dominated the Indian liquor industry for decades. Then you have Radico Khaitan with market cap of 16,000 crore and a PE ratio of 80. Against them, Globus Spirit has a market cap of 3,500 crore and a PE ratio of around 30. The question is why Globus Spirit commands a low PE when its peer commands a very high PE? The answer is simple. Historically, Globus Spirit was mainly into commodity business of manufacturing. The problem with manufacturing business is volatility in margin. If raw material prices goes up, the margin goes down. But when you build brand for end consumer, you command the pricing power. It means if the raw material prices goes up, you can pass on that cost to end consumer, which is not possible in B2B segment. And that's why Globus Spirit never commanded high PE. However, Globus Spirit has a clear focus to grow its consumer division, and as its consumer division would grow, it will see PE re-rating. Although it won't be easy to crack IMFL consumer division, but the biggest advantage with Globus Spirit is decades of experience in the industry and strong foothold in IMIL category that can be leveraged to push its IMFL products. But yes, competition risk is always there, and that is a key risk. I think in the future, Globus Spirit valuation re-rating would mainly depend upon its ability to build brand in premium segment and grow its IMFL segment. Any failure to capture this premium market can result in valuation de-rating. So this is the most important area to look for. Then second risk is raw material fluctuation. Since a major portion of their business is still from bulk alcohol, their margins get fluctuated based on the raw material prices. Raw material include your grains and your coal for power. So ensure that you understand this risk. And then third risk is changes in regulation from central and state government. Liquor industry is highly regulated, which is again a risk. For example, if government increase the excise duty, then it can impact the profitability. Now, if you look at the share price movement, Globus Spirit share price zoomed exponentially during COVID bull run and then it tanked more than 50%. Although in last 3 months, stock is already up 60%. At current levels, it is trading at a P ratio of around 30. Now, this current valuation is certainly higher than the historical median P. The reason for lower P multiple as discussed was due to focus on commodity business of manufacturing, but now Globus is aggressively looking to expand its consumer segment with special focus towards IMFL category. So in the coming quarters, market will keep a close eye on its consumer segment growth and accordingly re-rate it. Personally, I think its consumer division segment will do well. Moreover, it should see good margin recovery in coming quarters after a subdued margin last year. So I'm positive on its near-term to long-term growth prospect and hence current valuations are looking reasonable and I expect good return in both short-term and medium to long-term. If we look at its shareholding pattern, promoter holding has been consistent in last 5 quarters. FI holding is also more or less similar. On top, one of the top FI holding is from MIT, which is world's #1 tech institute. Then DI holding has also increased in last 2-3 quarters and public holding has reduced. So this is a positive sign. Overall, if we conclude, Globus Spirit is a leading alcohol producer in the country. But historically, this company was focused towards bulk alcohol, which is a commoditized business. However, now company is looking to expand into consumer brands in both IMIL and IMFL segment. And within consumer, this was mainly present into IMIL category, but now it is focusing on building brands in IMFL segment. Now, as far as growth is concerned, alcohol consumption would continue to increase due to rising urbanization and increasing disposable income. And one big trend in alcohol industry is premiumization that would benefit both IMIL and IMFL segment. But the biggest focus area for Globus Spirit is IMFL segment where company is targeting revenue of 20% from current levels of 5%. Although as mentioned, the biggest player in the sector is United Spirit, so there is stiff competition. But I believe that there is great potential for Globus Spirit to grow its consumer segment. If Globus Spirit can crack IMFL branding, only sky's the limit for the company. Company is already investing heavily in capex. It has a strong leadership and the financials are also looking good. So overall, I'm optimistic on bright future of Globus Spirit. Now, what is your take on this? Let me know in the comments. And if you find this video useful, do share it with your friends. And for more such videos, click on that subscribe button. I will see you next video. Till then, take care.
Investments in securities markets are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.